All right, guys, welcome back to another episode here of iPad Showcase. And today we're obviously going to be taking a look at Avabel again. We started this series off, and we're going to go and continue from where we left off from the last episode. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. As I mentioned before, Avabel is an MMORPG by Asobimo Inc. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. And just so you know, my son actually found this particular game and got me, ended up getting me hooked on the game here. When I first saw them playing it, I thought it was a port of Ultima Online. And I was like, hey, they got Ultima Online over there. But it wasn't. It was actually Avabel from, or I want to say kind of a copy of Sword Art Online. And my kids and I have been watching Sword Art Online and going through all the episodes there, so pretty cool. So that was from last year, and we just had a good time with that show. So all right, here we go. So next step is actually to choose a class, and not the advanced class as we're looking at her, but this class over here. So we're going to choose our regular class. So we're going to tap on the class guy, and he's going to say class changes for novice are available from level 5. How about asking the warriors, acolytes, magicians, etc. about their class? Also, choose carefully because once you choose, you will not be able to change. All right, so in this case, from level 5 to level 30, we can actually change our class at will to figure out what classes we want. So we have these basic classes, which are warrior, rogue, ranger, creator, and magician. So we can actually go through and check each one. So obviously, warrior is at the top here. And then that's a class that is good in close combat. So if you guys like to get down and dirty, warrior is the way to go. A rogue, that's a class that can fight at a wide range and from close to far. So if you guys kind of like the distance fighting, then rogue. Ranger, same thing, a class that uses far range weapons such as bows and guns. You can definitely pick the ranger. And then a creator class, this one can actually allow you to manufacture simple items such as SP pots or HP pots. Now, they call them pots in this game. A lot of people call them pots. I mean, I came from old school. We call them potions, but short for pots, same thing. So in this case, though, we can go through and use those HP pots to make money. So with the creator, we can create those and then sell them in the stall, in the store. All right, then we have here the magician, obviously one of the staple classes, a class that is good in using magic and attack. So if you're a magic user, you want to go ahead and pick this particular class here. The Acolyte is a class that's good in supporting and recovering powerful and recovering various support skills are must-have for a member of this party. So essentially the Acolyte, you're basically going to be a healer. You're going to go ahead and heal people. And the thing that comes in handy with this game is that it has something called experience share, which when you're in a party, if someone else is killing something and you meet the level requirements, so you're within 10 levels of that particular person and you're in the same party, you can share the experience. So you can heal them and actually you'll get the experience that they got for killing the enemy. All right, so next thing is Wanderer. So this is a class that travels the world from its inquiring mind. Can use different skills and battle support. So with the Wanderer, one of my sons chose the Wanderer, and with this, you could actually increase your pack size with the Wanderer. So quite a few different things to choose from, quite a few to go through. So we'll just go through and play each one. So the first one that we'll pick, though, is I think the Magician, because that's the one that I'm actually going to choose later. But we'll go ahead and choose the Magician first for right now. We do class change. I know a lot of you fighters want to be loners out there and go the Kirito route. All right, so here we go. Chose the Magician class. Now, the one thing to note when you are fighting as a magician. Now you'll notice also the book real quick. If we tap on the book, that brings up our achievements, and as you can see, we earned another beginner achievement. We leveled up to level 5, and we'll gain 500 gold for that. So we're just going to go ahead and choose get all, and boom, we leveled up again. So now we're at level 9. All right, so I mean, everything stacks up on top of each other. So we went from level 5 to level 9, and we haven't really gone on any battles yet. We just pretty much did a quick tour, kind of walked around the area, not really noticing anything yet, but we're already at level 9, so it's pretty cool. All right, but anyway, let's go ahead and go out and start fighting so I can show you what happens with this magic class here. All right, we reached another achievement. We played 5 minutes, and we got our Sunday login complete. All right, so there's a lot of achievements to gain. Also, if you play the game for 3 hours, you'll get 1 of the coin pieces, and if you play for 5 hours or leave it on for 5 hours, you'll get 2 coin pieces. All right, so over here, as you can see, we are now in the fields here, ready to battle, and nothing over here. So as you can see from your mini map in the upper right corner, you can kind of see where the enemies are, but there seems to be a lot of people here today. Let's jump over here, run over to where these guys are. All right, yeah, man, it seems to be crowded. Usually it's not this crowded when I come in here. All right, so as you can see, when I attack this creature, I'm only getting one damage, doing 1 damage to the emu. All right, with that particular sword. But obviously, I'm a magician, so what I need is to grab some rods. All right, so I'm gonna run over here. Gonna go back to the base. And I just did that so that you guys could see exactly what happens when you attack with, you know, a kind of a wrong weapon for what your class is that you chose. And I was wondering why, you know, I picked that, and I was like, hey, what's going on? This thing's not attacking. Because actually in the list it says that you can use a sword. All right, so let's go ahead and head over to the weapon shop, and let's buy a rod for a new magician. So we'll just go through and buy each thing. All right, so we're gonna buy a rod, and we're gonna do the one-handed rod so we can do dual rods. All right, and each one of these particular weapons is going to be based on your playing style. So if you want a two-handed rod, you know, basically hold it with 2 hands, or if you want a one-handed rod and then do dual wielding with the one-handed rod, you can go that route. All right, so for this one, level 10 to get that particular rod, the short rod, but we're going to go ahead and just get that one. So we're going to buy that rod. All right, the short wand, and I could have waited until I leveled up to 10 to get the wood staff, but it doesn't really matter at this point. All right, so here we go. We're done. We've got a rod, and we can go ahead and close out. And here we go. Get all 100 experience. Okay, now let's go ahead and equip. So let's go to item, equipment, and then we're going to choose our equipment number 1. We're going to choose our shorthand wand equipped, and we're going to choose it for the next hand as well. Shorthand wand equipped, and now we have our dual wands. There we go. All right, so now let's go back outside and see what kind of damage we can do. All right, so let's head back out to the field. And it's definitely a little bit laggy today. All right, so let's go back to scenario first floor. All right, and the first time you go to scenario, the first floor, takes a little while to load, but then the next time you go in, it loads a little bit faster. All right, so let's go ahead, and all the enemies over there are killed already. So let's look at this guy. There we go. Now you can see I'm actually doing the correct amount of damage, which is 35, and you can see the damage going up. All right, so what we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to go back to the base, and we're going to say goodbye in this particular episode because we're pretty much done and wrapped up. So, but I don't want to go in the field and say goodbye. So with that, I'm going to tap on my book and get my rewards and have a seat. All right, guys, that's it. And thanks for watching. Tune in as we have another episode later on. And hey, guys, as usual, go ahead and tap on that little like button down there and support the channel. All right. Thanks, guys.